Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We have completed the 18th juz, which is Surah Mu'minun, Surah Nur, and a portion of Surah Furqan. Today we will discuss a verse which reflects the name of Surah Nur, which means light. The surah takes its name from the verse of light that is found in the following ayah. That Allah Ta'ala says, Allahu nurus samawati wal ard. That Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. So there are two explanations of light in this verse. The first is the physical manifestation of light, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Allah's light brightens the heavens and the earth to the believers and the disbelievers alike. That when it comes to sunlight, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants it to everybody, those that obey Allah, those that disobey Allah, those that have Iman, those without Iman. Allah has blessed everybody with sunlight. Likewise, eyesight. Allah has not given eyesight specifically to believers. Allah has given this blessing, this treasure from the treasures of Allah being a nur, that Allah has bestowed eyesight to everyone. But after that, Allah continues giving an analogy of the light of guidance, and that is a light which Allah Ta'ala gives only to His chosen ones. So Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala gives this analogy. I'm going to explain the analogy for you from the explanation of the verse. That if Allah Ta'ala gives the analogy of a lit lamp, a lamp that is burning, and this lamp is covered by sparkling clear glass. The glass that covers this lamp is sparkling clear glass. And the oil in that lamp that is causing the lamp to burn, that oil is of the purest and highest quality of olive oil. The purest of olive oil. So Allah Ta'ala says that the purity of the oil and the sparkling glass causes the light of the lamp to burn extremely bright. And now if you take the same lamp and it is then placed in a niche on a wall. What is a niche? It is a specially built space in the wall which helps the lamp shine its light in one direction, enhancing the light of the lamp even more. So there is the sparkling glass, there is the purest of oils, and this brightly lit lamp is now placed in a niche which enhances the brilliance of its light even more. So the analogy that Allah is using is that when the lamp and the pure oil and the niche, all of it work together, the light that emanates from this lamp is brilliantly radiant and glowing. It is at its brightest. So Allah Ta'ala says, just like how the brilliance of this light is found in the lamp, similarly, Allah fills the hearts of believers with the light of Iman. And then this pure light of Iman is further enhanced with the light of the knowledge of Qur'an and Sunnah. The light of the Qur'an and Sunnah which enables a person to discern the commands of Allah and what pleases Allah and displeases Allah. And thereafter, Allah gives this person the tawfiq and the ability of translating that knowledge into action. So just like how the lamp shines in its brightest, when the glass of the lamp, the pure oil and the niche work perfectly together, the nur of Iman in the heart of a believer shines at its brightest when the Iman and the knowledge of Qur'an and the command of Allah in the way shown to by Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam are all filled in the heart of this believer. Imagine how brilliantly lit the heart of this believer is, which the malaika can discern, like how you and I discern physical light. The angels discern the light in the heart of a believer. And thereafter Allah Ta'ala says, Yahdillahu li nurihi may yasha. That Allah guides to this light of His, of Iman, and the light of the recognition of what pleases and displeases Allah, and the enhancement of this light through our physical translation of this knowledge into action. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that Allah does not grant this type of light to anybody. This perfection of light, Allah chooses and selects upon whom Allah special gaze of mercy falls. That is the individual that receives this light of Iman. And thereafter, so we should make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah ta'ala grant us this light of Iman, where we are able to recognize what pleases Allah, displeases Allah, and thereafter our actions translate into action, and our actions conform to what pleases Allah, and Allah guides us and protects us from what displeases Allah. Thereafter, Allah mentions in the next verse that this illuminated heart, where does it belong? Just like how that lamp, its perfect place, that place where the light of the lamp is displayed and enhanced perfectly, that place is the niche. So where this Iman of a mu'min, where is the place where this illuminated heart of a believer finds its true place of comfort? And Allah Ta'ala in the next verse mentions fi buyutin adhina Allahu an turfa'a, that in the houses of worship which Allah has ordered to be built, referring to the masjid, that the masjid, just as the niche enhances the light of the lamp, likewise the masjid amplifies the light of Iman in a believer's heart. And thereafter Allah Ta'ala says, وَيُذْكَرَ فِيهَا اسْمُهُ, that the masjid is the place where the name of Allah alone is taken. No other name is taken except the name of Allah. وَأَنَّ الْمَسَاجِدَ لِلَّهِ, that the masajids are the place of the pure worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the name of Allah alone is taken in the masjid. يُسَبِّحُ لَهُ فِيهَا بِالْغُدُوِّ وَالْآصَالِ. Allah says that Allah is glorified therein. In the masjids is the glorification and the praise of Allah, tilawat of Quran and dhikrullah, morning and evening, salah, the salah of a believer, the tilawat of Quran, the dhikr of Allah. These are the actions in the masjid. So Allah Ta'ala says that when a believer engages in salah and the remembrance of Allah and the recitation of Quran, the iman of a believer shines even brighter. Just like how that niche enhances the light of the lamp. When a believer is in the masjid, it enhances the light of iman in his heart and guides him towards righteousness and closeness to Allah. And it not only guides him, but he guides even those whom he interacts with. When a believer leaves the masjid, that nur and light is so brilliant that it even affects the hearts of those that he interacts with. Just like how the lamp, one is the light in its own area. And then not only does it throw light in its own area, but the light is reflected and is given off to its entire surrounding. So this is the reality of a mu'min, the iman that is in the heart of a mu'min, the knowledge that he acquires, and the place where his heart finds true solace and comfort, and where that iman is enhanced to its maximum is the masjid. That is why we are encouraged to build masjids. If we are living in an area where there is no masjid, we should do whatever we can do in order to ensure that a masjid is built. Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam had mentioned, Man bana masjidan yudhkaru fihi ismullah banallahu lahu baytan fil jannah. Whoever builds a masjid in the name of, in which the name of Allah is remembered, Allah will build for him a house in Jannah. So even if we know there is a masjid being built in any locality, contribute towards that masjid. Whatever amount you are capable of contributing, contribute towards that masjid. Make a niyat that, Ya Allah, the promise that you have given of building for me a house in Jannah, fulfill that promise of yours, Ya Allah. So, the virtue of salah in a masjid, that salah with jamaat is multiplied 25 times when salah is performed in the masjid compared to salah at home or at work. And moreover, when a musalli performs wudu correctly, then leaves for the masjid with no other intention other than to perform salah and read Quran and make the dhikr of Allah, every step he takes raises his status one level with every step that he takes. And with every step, one sin of his is erased. And when he performs salah in the masjid, the angels continue to send blessings upon him as long as he remains in his place of salah. That is, the malaika ask Allah to grant him forgiveness and guidance and Allah's divine favor upon that particular musalli. And he is considered to be in salah as long as he is waiting for salah. In another hadith it is mentioned, بشر المشائين إلى المساجد في الظلم بنور التام يوم القيامة. That those who walk to the masjids when it is dark, give them the glad tidings of complete light on the day of Qiyamah. So it is just like how it is as essential as the heart is for a person to remain alive, the masjid is essential for a believer's spiritual life. In a world that is filled with distractions, staying connected to the masjid strengthens our iman and keeps us focused on what truly matters, and that is our relationship with Allah. So Allah Ta'ala give us we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that the light of guidance, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala must let his special gaze of mercy fall on us and grant us complete light of guidance in this world. And Rabbana atmim lana nurana, on the day of Qiyamah in our qabr, we are resurrected from our qabr with complete light on the day of Qiyamah. And that light takes us across the bridge of Pul Sirat until we are entered into Jannah. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.